Hey everyone, Firefly Anime here, and this is another figure spotlight video, and this time we're going to be taking a look at an oldie but a goodie. This is the 1/8 scale of Henrietta from the series Gunslinger Girl, made by Good Smile Company. And as you can see, the box is quite slim and tiny, which is perfectly fine for the character. As you can see, the front has a nice picture of the figure, as well as Good Smile Company and Henrietta 1/8 scale pre-painted figure. The inside of the box, you can see, is sort of this yellow lined pattern, and the outside of the box has this very light brick coloring to it, which kind of goes with the tone of the series. Towards the top of the box we have a sticker as well as Gunslinger Girl, and a quote that says, "The girl has a mechanical body, however she is still an adolescent child." And the sides of the box have a little bit of a peep window as well as more pictures of the figure. This has the front of the figure, and this has her from the back. And again, at the top we have a nice little peep window for the figure. And at the bottom is just white with Henrietta and Good Smile Company. On the back we have the usual information about the figure, and as well as a Hobby Japan sticker, I believe. And we also have some more pictures of the figure in slightly different angles. So without further ado, let's take a look at Henrietta herself. So here's an overall quick look at the figure itself, and as you can see from my hand, she is quite tiny, but she is technically a 10-year-old, so that makes sense again for 1/8 scale. And Henrietta is in a nice demure pose, which kind of goes with her character. Henrietta's base, as you can see, is this sort of brick pattern as if she is walking on a sidewalk. And I have to say, I'm really impressed with the amount of detail put into the base. It is just very, very nicely done. As you can see from all the lines and the little kind of pock marks, it really does look like it can be a scene straight out of the anime, and it is very realistically done. Overall, the sculpt and the pose of the figure is definitely spot on, and they did a wonderful job. I like all the bits of shading throughout. Her shoes have a nice sort of sheen to them, and her clothing is just very, very nicely detailed. I really appreciate all the different wrinkles and folds throughout on the blouse and the pleats in the skirt, and the little bits of shading on her jacket and skirt that kind of give it that nice extra touch. So while Henrietta looks quite innocent from the front, in the back you kind of get the real nature of the series, as she is holding in one hand her small gun, which is a 6-hour P239, and with both of her hands she is clutching her Amati violin case, which of course houses her larger weapon. So here is an up-close look at her face expression. This is not how you really see her when you actually have the figure displayed. It's more of a subtle kind of side glance of her face because she's looking more downwards, but this way you can appreciate all the details. As you can see, her eyes are sort of cast off to the side, and she has a little bit of an open mouth expression. I noticed a couple paint defects here and there where like her headband is bleeding a little bit into her hair, but nothing too major overall. And I really like the shading that they did throughout her hair as well. Overall, I have to say I am very pleased with the amount of detail in this figure, and again, Henrietta is just absolutely lovely, and I'm really glad to have her in my collection. Definitely pick her up if you come across her, especially because I think at least I got her for fairly cheap on the aftermarket, and I just wish Good Smile Company made a few more Gunslinger Girl figures than they did. I think it's just her and Tieria that were made into scale figures. But nonetheless, she is definitely worth adding to your collection if you are a Gunslinger fan, and I think she is really cute and nicely done. So that is it for now. Until next time, thanks for watching.